Hey guys, Steve Welch here, Beaman Toyota. It's a little rainy here right now, but braving the elements for you. A little rainy, a little cold, but trying to answer questions that you guys have. So what I wanted to show you here is, if you look here, you can see the right side is the 2019 Highlander. That one's in aluminum jade, and that's not an available color that's this year, I believe. I'll make sure. But and on the left is a 2020 Highlander. So I wanted to be able to show you side by side and show you the differences between the two. These are both the limited all-wheel drive trim, so the trim level's the same, so you can kind of see what some of the differences are. So I'm going to point out some of them, and I'll throw my finger here for you. So if you kind of look right here, you'll see there's no bezel around the back side like it had on this one right here. A little bit different on the back side of it. Your tail lights are definitely different, so you can see the differences there. Like I said, your overall body shape is not really all that different between the two. Kind of take a look here. If you kind of look close on the side here, you can kind of look close over here. Body shape's not that much different. You can see the wheels. Wheels are definitely different. They've changed it. That was on your limited and your limited platinum for that one, but you can see the wheel is definitely a little bit different. One of the main things people have noticed, that your 2019 had your glass that could pop up, and you saw that I hit this button that was right here. You had that glass there. This new one does not have that glass being able to pop up. So that is one thing that I know that there's been a lot of people that don't like that. So definitely got to point it out, because it's definitely a change. So I'm going to keep going around the outside here. You're going to kind of take a look. You'll see everything looks very similar till you get right here. Your mirrors have been moved. So if you see this mirror over here, this mirror is where you actually have this area is covered up a little bit more. So you've actually increased the visibility by having a little bit more window on the side there. And I'll also tell you this, the new one is built on the Toyota New Global Architecture platform. So the platform's a little bit different than what the old one was. The old one was actually built on an Avalon platform. So it shared a frame with the Avalon. So the TNGA is a different frame, allows for a more stable ride. It's stronger, it's lighter, it's much easier to build with. So Toyota's done a lot of good things there. So kind of looking at the side here, I did want you to definitely point out these tail lights again. They are definitely different. The slope in the back side here, if you look at that, I've noticed that is definitely different as well. The spoiler is very similar, but you can see the slopes between the two here, that it's a little bit more pronounced, I guess you could say, on the new one, as opposed to the 2019 model. You'll notice your roof rails, which are up here, your chrome roof rails. Those were on anything the LE Plus and above. So you can see your roof rails look a little bit different. How the roof racks look is definitely different too. And I don't see one offhand that's close to me that I could show you on the 2019 model, but you'll have to take my word for that. That is definitely different. Now I'm kind of come over here, looking at your front end. Your front end is definitely different. Now, if you kind of take a look, your headlights as well while we're here, fog lights are a little bit different as well. Now I'm going to come back over to this one. I'm going to do a lot of jumping back and forth. Hopefully you guys will understand why. I'm trying to go part by part so that you can see differences in similarities between them. So this new front end is actually reminiscent of the 2016 model before they made the update. So it actually looks very, very similar. Now you got your upgraded headlights, upgraded fog lights, of course. That's all new in this particular model, of course. So like I said, just doing a walk around for you on the outside, showing you the outside differences. Overall, you have a little bit more length on the new one than what you had on the old one. Now features, things like that, trim level features are very similar. So I'm going to go into the 19 first here though, and I'm going to show you your interior. So what I want to point out first here is, if you look on the inside, look at your center console, notice this hump. this hump right here is something I'm going to show you on the other one. It's different now. Notice your center console here where your shifter is. That's also different. And then also notice the in-dash radio. It's now different as well. So I'm going to hop back over. I'm going to kind of give you a second, take a look at that. And then I'm going to hop back over and show you the other one real fast here. And this might be a little longer video. I'm just trying to help to show you guys exactly what we're looking at. So now you look at your seats. The design is definitely different on the seat. Your steering wheel is different. I'll show you the steering wheel when we pop back over there so you can see your steering wheel is different. But now look, the hump that was here is gone. I actually think this is much more comfortable. Although the interior room of this is less. So I'll show you the inside of this and then we'll pop back to the other one to give you an idea. But now your radio is up higher. It sticks up above the dash. This one's the limited with your 12.3 inch screen. It has an 8-inch screen, but it really sits in the same spot. It's just a little bit more narrow. But it's just to give you an idea. But this one, obviously, this size screen was not even available on the other one. So, but take a look at your center dash here, or center console. You've also got your normal sport eco modes here, rock and dirt, mud and sand, brake hold, your automatic parking brake, your snow button, downhill assist control, your A off, which is your start stop mode off. That's all right here. I'll show you on the other one where all of that is, but this is the new design. Your USBs, you still have 5 USBs. They're still in the same general spot. Also want to show you now this ledge, sorry, that's right here. On the other one goes all the way across. There's 2 spots on this one. So it's a little bit different. So now your wireless charging, if it's equipped, is now inside here. And you can also see this pops up and there's the inside of your center console there. Now I'm going to pop back over to the other one, keeping with, and by the way, I'll take a good look here at the steering wheel and how it looks up close. So let me pop back over to the other one and I'm going to show you a few of those things so that you can see the side by side. So now if you take a look at your steering wheel, you can see it's definitely a different design. Your cruise control on the new one's up here. On the old one, it's actually down here. All right. So now once again, take a look at the center console. I'm going to go ahead and show you how this one opens. You just saw how the other one opened. And then you can look down and you can see it's definitely larger in there. This is actually a shelf. Sometimes people drop those. So that's actually a shelf that goes in there. You lose the extra height from having this hump that's on here, and then you lose the space from having the wireless charger that's on there. So the wireless charging wasn't available in the 19. So having that key wireless charge is definitely an upgrade, but it does take away from some of the room in that center console. So like I said, I'm an advocate and I love Toyotas and I love everything about the Highlander really. So I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. You love it, you don't love it. You're going to be able to tell me that on your own. I'm getting really great reviews from this. So just kind of, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to help. Heated and cooled seats still in the same spot. Your snow button now. So remember all those buttons that were down here? They were up here. Now the issue with them being up here is the same issue I'm having right now. It's really hard to get to. So your downhill assist control is here, your snow button, traction control, that was there. And once again, look at the shelf. Now your shelf had a little ridge in here to try to keep things from sliding. It does work to an extent, but you'll find that most people just kind of pack mail up there or something along those lines. But you can just see the difference, of course. But and then your start stop shut off was over here, so that was a little bit different for where they've moved stuff, of course. So and like I said, your steering wheel, take a look at that. So I have noticed this was something that I really liked. This is gone in the new one. This would actually extend the front of the seat out to help release leg pressure. You'll notice that this one, the 19, has a CD player. 2020s, CD player is not even an option on a 2020. So if you really want a CD player, you better get one of the last 19s, because the 2020s will not have a CD player at all. So, just like I said, I'm just kind of doing a quick walkthrough, showing you exactly what it looks like. You'll notice on the Limited, this trim on your door looks different. The trim on the dash looks different. I'll walk us back over there, and I'm going to show you how those look. Like I said, appreciate you guys bearing with me as I go back and forth a lot. I'm trying to help you to see all this. So you can see this trim, this wood grain looking trim, that is definitely a different kind of a look, of course. Once again, no CD player. I'm pointing that out, of course. But if you look on the inside, your dash, so then you're looking down your USBs, everything else is there. And like I said, there's no extender for the front. So the seats definitely look different, of course. The way that this is actually a little bit different. It's actually a little bit more comfortable to have your hand on there. So that's definitely good. Your fuel door release is still in the same spot. It's down here. You got a few extra buttons over here for a few extra things of equipment. And I believe I said on the other one that the heated and cooled seats was in the same spot. It's not in the same spot. This is, if you look up here, you'll see your heated and cooled seats are right here on both sides. And if the, when you have this up and running, you'll also notice that you have a way to put your heated and cooled seats and do all your climate control from your radio system. That's not something that was even an option on the older model. SOS button, kind of take a look up there. That SOS button is free for the first year. After that, it's $8 a month or $80 a year. But that one was not available as an option on the 19 until you got to, I believe, the Limited and above would have it. Actually, I'm gonna make sure as we kind of walk back over here. I know the Platinum had it, but let me see if the Limited had it as well. All I got to do is look up, and I can tell you. And we'll look up here. And like I said, no SOS button. So it was on the Platinum, but not on the Limited. So I thought I was right, and I like confirming that. So I always try to give you guys the best information that I can to the best of my knowledge, and to know more than a few other people. So that's still there. You still have your heated wipers. This whole area looks a little bit different, as you just saw when I was over at the other side. Like I said, look at your door. This was all flat. Now it's got that angle up on the new one. So that's definitely a little bit different. Door trims are different. Kind of looking in your back seat. Actually, let me hit the unlock button here, and I'll let you see how the back seat looks. It's not a whole lot different in the back seat. So I'm going to give you a quick view of this one, then I'm going to take you over to the other one and show you what's different. So notice the on your center console there, your rear temperature controls, USB ports on the bottom with a plug in there on the bottom. So notice that, and then also notice your sunshades in the back doors here. I'm going to take you over to the Limited here on the 20. Open the back door here for us. And now you're going to notice it's pretty much in the same spot for your rear controls. They do look different, but you also see you have your USBs down there, your plug down there. That's down there. This one's got a bench seat as opposed to the captain's chairs. The Limited offers, the XL and the Limited offer either a bench seat or captain's chairs. The Limited and the Limited Platinum and the XLE in the previous year would offer all three. So they've excluded the bench seat from the Platinum this year. And I know a lot of you have issues with that, but that's what they've done. So maybe next year will be a little bit different, who knows, but it looks like for the time being at least that bench seat XLE or Limited if you want the leather bench seat. If you want the Platinum, you're going to get the captain's chair. So a little bit different here now, showing you on the your sunscreen. I've got my little box in the window there, which is why that can't quite go. It latches a little bit different. It latches here on both sides and drops back in. I'll show you how the other one latches here in just a second. This right here is actually, it's different as well. This, and this is for folding your seat down or getting your egress. So you get the egress to the inside, to the back. It's also while you're, and then, sorry, this one right here is also to do the same thing. So that's how you get in and out of the back. The old one had a little lever right here, so that changes it. You also have, if you look down here, you'll have the one for moving it forward and back, and then this is the one that lays it flat. So you lift this, and then you pull that down, and then that lays it flat. If you pull the front one is how you adjust the position where the seat is, forward, back, all of that. So let me show you those quick differences by hopping back over to the 19. And now you can see definitely you have a difference. Now, even if you had the bench seat in this one, it would actually be very similar to this. So you pull this, and then that's your egress. Like I said, you had this right here that got you in and out of the back. You had nothing up top here, so that's definitely switched. Your seats they feel a little bit better in the new one as well. You just had this down here to fold it flat, so once you wanted to, and then you had your bar down here. That's how you moved it if you wanted to change the position on there. So that's changed it a little bit. Now, in order to latch this, you can see on either side you had this little thing that goes in here, this little nipple, whatever you want to call it, that goes in either side. Like I said, I still have my little key box on here, so I can't quite get it to latch all the way with my key box on the back right here. So I can show you on the other side and show you a little bit better how that latches, but I don't really think I need to. I think you probably get the idea. It's not like a huge thing, but it's definitely nice for new parents and for old parents, to be quite honest with you. So now you still have your ability to open the back door. Now, one thing that's different in your Limited is that on the new one, you can open it the way I just did, or you can kick and open it. So that is something that was not even an option on the previous year model, and it is on it's standard on your Limited and your Limited Platinum. So now I'm going to show you here. I'm going to pull these all-weather mats out in case you're wondering what that box is. I know people have asked before when I've done this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you both of these. So if you look in the back, you're going to see this is different. All right, so kind of get a peek at that one, get a peek at this one. It's a little bit thicker of a mat when you have your all-weather cargo mat in here. It's a little bit thicker. You still have the same way to grab this, lift this up. You're going to see this right here is what's going to be different too. You lift this, and now you can recline. This is also different. This tilts up, right? So then you have a spot for your seat belt, of course. So it's going to be a little bit different there, right? And then once you get it, sorry, you couldn't quite see that. Once you get it close to folding down, your headrest will come back down. So the headrest will stay down when it needs to, but you can still recline the chair just like you reclined it before for your third row. Very easy to get to. You also have the ability to pull these off just like you did before, and you have your third seat child restraint just like you did before. And I can fold this back down. Then I'm going to show you back here. This is the 19 and how the 19 worked. Now the 19, you had to cut this out if you actually planned on using it. The 20, if you just noticed again, and I'll pop back over, it's already got it set up that way, so you don't have to actually cut it out. Or if you're on the run and somewhere and all of a sudden have to put it in a car seat, you don't have to go, well, now what do? I don't have a knife. So now I'm going to show you here. You're going to see this is the same as you just saw. Not a whole lot of difference between the two, but now here is one of your differences. So this is a pull up, and then you could recline the seat. So, and it was the same way to put it down, right? But now I'm going to show you This, the headrest, slid up. And I don't quite have it all the way up because it would lock, and it's just it's harder to get down from over here. But so this would slide up, and if you were to try to lower it, well, now you can't quite get there because you forgot to put your headrest down. So that's the new one, it'll drop down on its own, but you would have to actually push this down and then drop that down. You have headrest both sides, headrest in the middle. And like I said before, I love these cars. Make no mistake, I own an 18 Highlander. I love my 18 Highlander. The 20 Highlander is offering a lot of things that have solved problems. So that's one of the main things you do when you redesign a car. So they've solved a lot of problems. So now the next level I'm going to show you here, I'm going to lift this up. You see you have this same pull on the other one. Pull this up. Now the Limited has your tonneau cover locked in there, and it comes out very easy. And you can see your jack tools are here. In order to put your tire down, you pop this. You can put your tire down right here. It comes down off the back, and that's how that works, right? So, and then you have a little bit of room for maybe jumper cables, something like that, if you keep something in the back. So, and then also you have this ability that you can turn this over if you needed to. But pop this down. Now let me show you the new one, because they've actually changed this as well. So once I pop this up, you're going to actually notice it looks very similar. You're not going to notice the difference until you get below. You still have that tonneau cover in there, but they've recessed your tools further down. So you can actually put some stuff on top of there. Now I wouldn't suggest putting a lot on top of there, because if you've got it packed full of stuff, and all of a sudden you need to change a tire, it's going to cause an issue, because you're going to have to move all that stuff in order to change your tire. So I definitely wouldn't suggest that, but you have the ability to put stuff in there if you want to. So, and by the way, your jack is back here, just behind this tonneau cover. And I'll show you here real fast. Both of them work the same way. Tonneau cover, this comes out. It's very easy to get these out. Very easy to put them back in. And it just locks back in there. So, and then you still have your tire drop down in the exact same spot. So just letting you know how all of that works. So, and I'll throw this down here. So like I said, I'm just kind of going over it a little bit. It's, when I first did my first video on these, I didn't really know a lot about it. I was kind of discovering it with the rest of you. So I know that video got a lot of hits, and I definitely love that. But hopefully this, I've had some time to learn these and to drive them. I will tell you, one of the main differences between the 19 and the 20 is your 20 has more horsepower and gets better fuel economy. So I can actually show you, if you see right, I don't know if you can see this or not, but you got a 3.5 liter V6 on both of them. And I'll have to find out, just off the top of my head, I'm not sure the exact horsepower between the two, but I know that you have more horsepower in the 20 than you had in the 19. You also have better fuel. So if you look here, your 27 highway, 20 city on this one, all-wheel drive Limited, right? And I don't have my sticker on the other one, but you were a mile per gallon less on the highway, and I believe 2 miles per gallon less on the city for the same trim level vehicle. So you're doing better in fuel with more horsepower. Toyota's been doing that a lot lately, which is really, really good. So, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of trying to walk you guys around the Highlander, get you some ideas on what it looks like, the new uses of it, and really your difference between this 19 and the difference between the 20. So also you can kind of look, so maybe the black didn't poke out at you. This is an LE all-wheel drive. That's also in the 20. So you'll notice the LE doesn't have that roof rail, but you can still get your cross member bars there. But different wheels, different, it's a different trim level. Just kind of showing you another view of one here, and I've got actually several here now. So didn't want to say you can lower yours that way, but your button over here is where you lower it now. Or you know what? You can kick it. You kick it, gives you time to get out of the way, and then it starts coming down. So, yeah, it's definitely a game changer here. So, like I said, I know it's a longer video. I realize that. I do want to at least show you here. Here's your push button start. I have the keys in my pocket, so I want to at least show you a view of how your radio looked in your 2019. So I'm just going to hit home here. You can kind of get an idea and just kind of a general idea. I'm going to hit the map here. You can kind of take a look at the map, hit your audio screen, hit FM. I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm just kind of showing you exactly how things look. Back to home, here's your apps. I'm just showing you how your apps look, things like that, right? So this is, like I said, I'm not really doing a tutorial on this. I've done tutorials on the systems if you want to do those. Also, I'm going to show you your dash here, so you can see how your dash looks in this one, because the dash has been modified as well. So, and then also all of your steering wheel functions here. So now I'm going to walk back over to our other one, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, and you're going to see. Now, like I said, this one's got your 12.3 inch screen, so it's definitely going to look a little bit different. Now your push to start button's in a little different spot, but it's really close, so it doesn't say a lot. Now you can see your center, how your center comes up there saying Highlander, and how your dash looks. It's definitely more modern look to it, a more updated look. And then now what we're going to look at is this screen. You can see the graphics are better, it looks better, everything's on there on your home screen. Let me hit your map like I did on the other one, so you can kind of see how your map looks. You can, you know, throw this to the other side if you want to, but you can see your map looks better. The interface works a little bit, you know, a little bit funner, I think, to work with it. Come back, I'll hit home here and just kind of give you the idea of how your audio looks. Sirius XM standard on all the Highlanders, of course. And then, like I said, on your, you know, you can set your seat heaters here. Once you set your seat heaters, you see it turned on below there, and I can change, you know, what your seat heater is doing, or if you go to a cooler or whatever you go to, I can change all that from up here. I can change your speed, your climate, all that right here. You can also do that down here. So, and you could always, you know, work with the rear as well. Fan speed, that type of stuff. So you can do all that from right there. That's something that the 19 doesn't have the ability to do, is to control the climate from the main screen. That's something that's usually on a luxury car, and definitely Toyota's brought that over. So like I said, show you a little bit closer here. Your cruise control is right here. I know we talked about that a little bit ago. And then your navigation, and I say navigation, this is to navigate your center screen, but that's your navigation cursor over here. Kind of look back here, you can kind of get an idea of some of the stuff that's over there. Your Sill down here, Highlander. I'm going to shut this back down. Also, I'm going to show you, if you look down here, you can see right here, I've got another video that shows you the lights on the 2020 Highlander. That's a puddle light. The Limited and the Platinum have that, and it'll actually say Highlander on the ground whenever you open. And like I said, it's daylight right now, so you can't see it, but whenever it opens, you'd see Highlander on the ground. So that's definitely something else that people are finding cool. Your door sill, where it says Highlander there, I'll pop back over here one more time to kind of give you a look at your door sill on your 19 model. You can see that looks just a little bit different, but like I said, and then you look at your chromes a little bit different, how it looks on either side. Back windows, your side windows are shaped just a little bit different, so a little bit more coming to a point here as opposed to a little bit more coming to a point a little bit further down. I think that helps for blind spots, gives you a little bit better view back this way. So your lines, you definitely have the lines on the vehicle that are, you know, running a little bit better, a little bit more, and I'm not going to say better because people will argue with me, but running a little bit differently to try to give it a more sport feel, more sport look to it, as opposed to what some people have said in the 19, oh, it looks like a minivan. Okay, well, they're trying to make this look more sleek, more luxury, more just defined. So like I said, they're trying to put some lines in here and put some looks to it for your 20 to change the way that you look and the way you perceive the Highlander. So it's literally, in my opinion, one of the best vehicles on the market. It's been the best for a while. They just made it a little bit better. Like I said, I have an 18. I have no intention to get rid of my 18 anytime soon, just because I know it's a great vehicle. But if you're in the market for a Highlander and you want to look at this 20, man, these things have definitely upgraded from the 19. So once again, it's just Steve Welch. I'm master certified and everything Toyota with Beaman Toyota in downtown Nashville. I am a product specialist, a product trainer, and a mentor here at Beaman. So I'm just trying to give you guys some information about the differences in the two so that you can make up your own mind on which one you want before all the 19s are gone, especially. So they are dwindling right now. So if you decide that the 19's the way to go for you, get out there and get you a 19. There's still some left new. You don't have to buy a used one if that's what you want. So get out, grab one of them 19s that are left, or man, let's get you into this new 20, and you can figure out the more horsepower, the better fuel economy. Definitely with the upgraded tech. Also, I almost forgot one of the bigger things: Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on the 20. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, not on the 19. It was not available on the 19, and from what I understand, there will be no software upgrade or patch to actually put it on the 19. So that's going to be 20 and up for the Highlander with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. So I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff. There's just so much to tell you about these cars, so I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff. Definitely put them in the comments if there's anything I'm forgetting. Hopefully this has been informative for you. I know it's a long video. I apologize for that, but I'm trying, these vehicles right here are in your $40,000 range. You got to know what you want, and I'm hoping that I've helped you to know what you want. I'm even standing out here in the rain for you. A little sunshine coming through now finally, but I'm standing out here in the rain to try to help you guys to understand which one's better for you and better for your family. Also check out my Toyota trim level series, the TTLS trim level series. I've gone over several of the trim levels of not only the Highlander, but additional vehicles as well. Apologize for that ambulance in the back there, but we are downtown Nashville. That happens a lot, as you'll see from a lot of my videos. And those guys like to hit the horns. So right on cue. Anyway, I'll take another back look here, so you can kind of take another peek between the two. I'll kind of look up front here again and kind of take another peek of up front. I'll come over to this side here for you and take another peek over here. And once again on your 2020, different grille, of course. And you can kind of take a peek this way. I'm going to squeeze through between two cars and give you that look. So once again, Steve Welch, Beaman Toyota in downtown Nashville. If you guys are looking for a Highlander or any other vehicle, new, used, whatever, and you are in the area or would like to be, just to get the best deal you're going to find, please reach out to me. I'm definitely available here at the store. Very easy to get a hold of. Put some comments in there and definitely like and subscribe. I appreciate every one of you. Hoping to help you with this new Highlander. Hopefully I've given you information you need to make the best decision for you and your family, and I look forward to bringing you guys more videos as we go. And I hope you guys have a great day and a great year. Definitely look forward to talking to you guys soon. Steve Welch, Beaman Toyota, your product specialist and master certified product specialist here at Beaman. You guys take care. We'll talk to you soon.